Oh, mostly I enjoy my mom cook food like biryani, which is a favorite dish in my city, or you can say my state too. So biryani and one more dish is halim.
Okay. So maybe you could explain what biryani is. You and I know what biryani is, but not everybody knows, right? So maybe you could explain that biryani is actually a cultural dish we cook with rice and meat, right? You will have to explain it because the examiner, maybe he doesn't know what biryani is, or he doesn't know what halim is. I don't know what halim is. So if I was the examiner, I'd say, what is halim, right? So maybe we could say something like, what is halim anyway? Is it a ground beef dish?
Yes, yes, it's beef dish, like
Yes.
like
So
soup
you could
type.
explain. Oh, okay. So you could
It's like
explain,
soup.
right? Yes, so we could say something like, and so let's go a little back. So you said on cheat days you only like to eat biryani, right? So you could say something like, I really enjoy my mom's cooking, especially on cheat days when I am not following my fitness diet or my fitness regime. I love eating her biryani, which is a rice and meat dish, and halim, which is also like a pudding. That pudding is like soup. So you could say, which is like a beef pudding that my mother makes, right? So you're telling him what biryani is, you're
Yeah.
explaining, and what halim is. Does that make sense? Hashan, any questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. And what you're doing great, by the way. Okay, don't be nervous. This is a learning environment for all of us. Nobody's expecting you to be perfect, and the only way to get better or improve in your English is by practicing, right? So never feel shy or nervous that, oh my God, somebody is judging me, because I'm not here to judge. I'm here to help you succeed on your IELTS exam, and this is my number one goal. So you're doing great, okay? And what about the next question? Do you have a
Thank you, ma'am.
no
Thank you.
problem. So the next question says, do you have a favorite dish? When they say, do you have a favorite dish, it means, what is your
Do
favorite thing to eat?
uh, my favorite dish is my diet dish like eggs, chicken, and some salad. I I always enjoying the dish in my post workout meal, and this is the only raw food, and
Great answer,
actually,
Hashan.
ma'am,
How about, sorry, you cut off. What did you say?
I'm getting more nervousness, like feel very nervous. I
Oh,
felt.
don't worry.
I
And
can
if
type
you like,
anything in comment section, but I can talk.
No
Mm-hmm.
problem, no problem. I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable. Hashan, this is your first time joining. Why don't you just watch if somebody else would like to practice, and maybe in the future you'll join again. I want you to be comfortable. I want you to be confident. No worries at all. I wanted to thank you so much. You did an awesome job. And did you even see a comment? Somebody else is telling you you did a great job. So you should be proud of yourself. Thank you, Hashan. No
Yes,
problem.
ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
Ma'am, do you have Instagram or Facebook so I can update it with you?
Yes, did you check my Facebook? I think you are joining me from my Facebook account. Are you?
No, I am joining from YouTube.
Oh, from YouTube. Okay. I do have, if you check my YouTube channel, you will see the links to my Facebook account. It's at the top in the icon section. Let me know. I will paste it in the chat box as well. Hashan, just give me a minute and I will paste it. Hi, Sardar. Yes, you can definitely
No problem.
join next. Yes, Hashan, I will paste it in this chat box. Sardar, you could join next. Please check the description box of this live on Facebook, and you will see a StreamYard link and you can join. Thank you, Hashan. I hope you have a wonderful day and you did awesome, okay? I believe in you and I'll see you here in Canada
Thank,
soon. Thank you.
thank you so much
Bye
for
now.
connecting with me. And next time
No,
I will come with more confidence and like,
definitely, definitely.
thank
We
you,
are
thank you so
waiting for
much.
you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, Sardar, you can join as well. As I mentioned, please check the description box on this Facebook event. I've pasted the StreamYard link there, and you could join directly. If anybody else would like to join, also please check the description box, whether you're joining from Facebook, YouTube. You will see a StreamYard link in the description box. You just click it and you will be able to join next. The link looks like this. Let me just show you. It's a StreamYard link, and you will see it in the description box. Hi, Hossam, as I mentioned, the way you could join is by joining the YouTube link, YouTube description box. If you see, you will see a StreamYard link that looks like this. In the description box of whether it's YouTube or Facebook, and you can join directly. All right, we do have somebody else on the line as well. I will wait 2 more minutes to see if anybody else is joining, and maybe we can have more people on to try to answer these questions. Okay. Hi, Masum. I see you on the line as well. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to see if anybody else can join as well, because I'm running a stream in a few places. So Hosam and Sardar, let me know if you are able to see it. I'm going to take the next candidate waiting, and then we will give you guys a turn. All right?
Hello, how are you?
Hello, Mr. Masum. How are you?
Uh,
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Great, great. Thanks for joining us on the live again.
Okay, thank you very much for giving me a
Thank
chance.
you. So you're getting lots of practice. Let's go through the practice. Oh, I think your camera just,
Hello?
yes, I could hear you. Did you want to turn on your camera or?
Yes,
Yes,
already. I'm here.
great, great. So let's go through some questions together.
Okay.
Can you tell me about yourself?
Well, my name is Masum Billah. I work for graphic people as a graphic designer, and also beside my job, I also have a family, and 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 I'm very passionate to do with multiple work as well as creative work. Actually, these are the things my have things is into my head.
Great, great. And what do you like to do in your free time?
Well, uh, in my free time, I mostly prefer to do listening as well as reading books because it's my passion and also obsession to absorb many things. First of all, listening music, it also I can relate my rhythm and from where I get my side, lots of entertainment, and it also refresh my mind. And besides reading my book, it is the greatest way to achieve my knowledge as well as um, to get to know many things.
Great. And how often do you use the internet?
Honestly saying, maximum time I use internet because it is literally connected with my mind as well as my professional life. This is because without having internet, I cannot imagine for a single moment to be stay with it, to be stay
Great,
without
great
it.
answer. Yes, great answer. What types of food do you enjoy eating?
Well, as I'm Bangladeshi, I mostly prefer to take as much as I can Bengali food like rice, vegetables, fish, and mutton. These are the items are most available as well as I feel very comfortable because there is no any opportunities to be victim with many diseases uh, heart attack as well as gastrology. This sorts of uh, problem may not arise with my traditional food.
Great. So, Masum, see how you mentioned so many great things, which are all true about, eating certain foods. But because the question only asks what you enjoy eating, I would have ended it after the third sentence. You mentioned, I like to eat Bengali food, such as, and you mentioned the foods you like to eat. You said meat, rice, and then I would just end the
Vegetables.
sentence there, right? So because if you remember, we discussed this. If we talk too much, the examiner will stop us and say, okay, next question, because he's running on a timer.
Oh, oh,
Yes. So describe your hometown.
well. My hometown is Shariatpur. It is situated in southern district in Bangladesh. Actually, it is the place from where a number of facilities are available for the resident. Even, for example, educational facilities, health treatment facilities, and also there is a Podda River which is situated beside my hometown. For all this reason, I like it very much.
Great, great. And how about part two? Let's talk about part two. Describe a memorable event from your childhood. You should say when it happened, what was the event, who were you with, and why do you remember it so well? So I'm going to give you 1 minute to prepare your answer. Are you ready to prepare?
Yes, of course.
Okay, go ahead. All right, go ahead.
Well, uh, in 2000, in 1987, that was most memorable time in my mind, in for myself when I was a child. At that time, there were lots of friends as well as family members gathered in the evening on the occasion of my birthday. So basically, uh, in many several ways, this moment still I can recall. First of all, one of my neighbors, I mean relatives, sorry, relatives who gifted me lots of books as well as souvenir, which I mostly prefer to have because in my room where I used to live at that time, I in many time I missed if there was any souvenir which that was will be shown in my showcase. Certainly, it will decorated my room as well. From this sense, she gifted me. Even furthermore, there are lots of entertaining program, for example dancing, singing a song with one another. So one of my friends who showed his performance in front of the viewers, how they actually what the qualities he had at that time. So really that was most remarkable even compared to the others. So and besides, and there are lots of food items prepared by my mother. So basically, even that was delicious food, I should say, compared to the another other ceremonies or events as well. So from this sense, that can differentiate the how they love me and how they miss me. So for all this reason, my birthday ceremony was I like it, and that was most memorable. Still, I can remember.
Great, great. So we were over about 20 seconds, which is good. But always remember to pay attention to the time. You mentioned great information about your neighbor, or sorry, you said relative who gave you a souvenir and some books, which was great. Always remember to differentiate between plural and singular. Did she give you one souvenir? two souvenirs, what would like multiple souvenirs, sorry, just so the examiner knows that you understand the difference between one or more. So always remember that. But you did great. Thank you, Masoom, for your time. You're so dedicated, and I love that. This is the only way you will actually see improvement is by practicing. Masoom, what have you been doing to practice other than our Facebook or YouTube lives? Are you taking any coaching programs? What is it?
Honestly say, certainly, I've been engaged with some online program from the Bangladeshi teacher. So he has been helping me for a long time and also giving lots of tricks and tricks and suggestions for tricks I said. So in many cases I try to utilize, sometimes I forgot what he said before that. So
Mhm.
actually by this I have been trying.
That's great. So my question to you is, when you get information from this Bangladeshi teacher, do you talk own language to him when you are trying to learn about IELTS, or do you speak English?
Basically, most of the time I try to our mother tongue rather than using English. Whenever I get to know some answer, I need to raise some questions because we feel always comfortable to raise any questions through our bilingual.
Yes, yes. I know, I know. I think a lot of us feel comfortable talking our own language, but
Yeah.
one advice I'd like to give everybody, right? I'm not just telling you, because I see this a lot in students, is try to, even if you have a coach or a tutor who speaks your language, really try to avoid speaking your language, because remember, this is an English test, and the only way to improve is by practice speaking English. I remember I had a student who, he was an Indian guy, and he
Okay.
had hired Indian teachers like 3 or 4 times actually, because he always felt comfortable speaking English to them. But sorry, Indian to them, Hindi to them. But he failed the test 3 times. He paid thousands of dollars to these different coaches, but he noticed he was always so comfortable talking English, talking
Hindi
Hindi to his teachers,
rather
but
than
it
English.
never helped him. Yeah, it never helped him. So that's when he hired me, because he's like, you know what? I know you don't know Hindi. So he even asked me when he hired me, do you know Hindi? I said, no. He said, good. That's what I'm looking for, because I wasted so much of my money hiring people who speak my language because I was comfortable. But now I know this was a mistake I made, because I should have spoke English to them. So just remember that, not just to you, but to all students, is to try to speak English, because that is the only way we will improve in the language, right?
Certainly. I mean, I have been searching for a long time to, as like as you, what where I'm getting you, because there is no any alternative option except English to raise any questions,
Yes,
even anything. So that means our communication is most interactive. So if I continue with you, certainly I will be benefited a lot rather than our Bengali teacher, because there is no any alternative way to raise any Bengali or other language. So this as
yes,
my focus is to achieve my desired school as well as for higher study, basically. So
yes,
this is
exactly.
because
Well, that's
this
good.
is because you are the perfect. I should say, I have to say, you are the
Yeah.
perfect.
Oh, that's great to hear. Thank you so much. And like I said, I'm not just saying this because because I want somebody to hire me, but I tell this a lot because I teach at a college here too, and a lot of the students are Arabic and they speak Arabic to each other. And I always
Okay.
tell them, try not to speak Arabic, only speak it when you don't understand something. If you're very stuck and you need some help, speak Arabic to each other, but not all the time, right? Because
Certainly.
you are enrolled in this program to learn
Even
English,
as
and
as
we
we
want
as
to help.
we have main vision is English. We have overcome the English IELTS exam.
Yes, yes,
So this is because speaking English is a mandatory for us. Speaking English.
yes,
Otherwise, there will be lots of restrictions. So certainly, if we continue by this way, and we may have lots of benefit as well. So even I
yes,
mean, your accent, your way of delivery, through English speaking, but the way you deliver your speech, certainly it will help me a lot, help us a lot, not only me, because I mean, as you are native people, and we are learning English. That means
yes.
whatever we can learn, but there will be lots of discrimination in between native people as non-native.
Definitely, definitely. And so I'm curious to know, Mastoom, what else have you been doing to really improve your English? Do you read any articles? How do you improve your vocabulary? I don't know if you were here in the beginning of the session, but today I really talked about doing certain things that will help you improve in your vocabulary.
Well,
What have you
basic.
been doing?
And I am reading Guardian and some science fiction news, and also I have also IELTS trainer.
Nice.
Do you know? Do you
Yeah.
also it is quite difficult than IELTS book maybe,
Yes.
and there I mean there is less of there is no landmark. It is very difficult to find the question location when it takes time to find the
Yeah.
answer, to find the question location. So, but I have been trying. So,
That's good. That's good. So do you read anything other than I
Guardian,
like IELTS practice material? Do you read articles or anything
yes,
that's interesting?
yes, of course. I'm reading. I mean, fresh reading like Daily Star, even Guardian, and also some online newspaper, and also some science fiction news. These are the articles I often read. Two or three times, three articles regular basis. I'm reading.
That's good. That's good. Yes. That's what I was recommending earlier is to not just concentrate on IELTS
As
material
book.
only,
Yeah.
preparation material. It's boring,
No,
right? So you will read
actually,
it
not
one
only
day.
boring. If someone try to read others' article, international journal, this will help us to to be skilled. So and
Yes,
only practicing Cambridge book, it means just I'm justifying myself. My where is my level? It doesn't mean I'm
yes,
developing myself. So if someone try to read other newspaper, I mean native writers reading, certainly he will develop. Otherwise, there is no development way. Seems to me. I don't
yes.
know. Am I right or not?
No, that's great. It's great that you are doing that because it's so important to do that. And so, for speaking, do you practice speaking? I know you said you follow a Bengali guy, but do you practice speaking English with any friends or anything?
Well, in some cases, not like that or not regular basis, because sometimes I cannot manage my time or sometimes his problem. So, I mean, 2 or 3 days most probably I may practice for 30 minutes or 20 minutes. So I cannot
That's
pay my
good.
effort 100%. They
But
can.
that's okay. That's all it requires. Assume everything in life requires consistency. Whether you do it 10 minutes or 15 minutes, just do whatever you can do. We're all parents, most of us, we're all working, we're all busy. But if you could just spend that 10-15 minutes a day, you will see so much improvement in your English. But stick to it. Do something that you're able to do daily. Because if you set unrealistic goals like every day for 1 hour, but you know you have a very hard time to set 1 hour, you're never going to do it. But 20 minutes, literally, that's all it takes. 20 minutes to do something every day, and you will see some improvement for sure.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes.
Really,
So I don't want to take your time, Assume. I think I
okay, one
have
thing,
somebody. Sure, go ahead.
I feel like to participate in real exam into this year. I mean, most probably December. So because I will apply for Canada for higher study.
Yes,
So it's my intention if it is possible. So I need to get it for 6.5 hours. I don't
great.
know.
So yes, definitely. So we do have an IELTS speaking course coming up. Very shortly, I will be launching the course. It's going to be taught live by me through Zoom. And this is more detailed how you can really, really improve. These are just practice sessions and little bit of information I give you on how you could improve and things like that. But we're going to go into lots of detail in this course. Make sure you always watch my stuff. I trust you, and I trust that you trust me, and I'm trying to help you improve. But I really recommend you join this, and we can help you on your goals. I can help you. I'm the only one who will be teaching this course, and really just wait for that. We are launching it very shortly within the next month. I don't want to give an actual date yet because everything is not for sure in stone yet. But Masum, I really think you could achieve those dreams of coming to Canada, passing your IELTS exam, and I would love to help you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thanks for your great
Thank
information.
you. Thank you. I
Most
wish you
welcome.
the best. Really, thank you again for your time. We have somebody else on the line now, and I'm going to give him a chance. We'll talk soon. Bye now. Hello, Rajib. How are you?
Hello, ma'am. I am fine. What's about you?
Great. Thank you. Great. Thank you for joining us. Where are you calling from?
I am from Dhaka, Bangladesh.
Very nice. Very nice. Just give me 1 sec. Let me put up that screen of the questions. So tell me a little bit about yourself while we're chatting. Have you ever taken the IELTS exam?
Yes, I already registered. Next month, my I'll sit for IELTS.
Nice. So is this your first time taking the exam?
Yes,
And are you taking the academic or general exam?
for academic.
Academic. Okay, 1 sec. Sorry. That's great. That's great. So are you planning to study abroad or?
Yes, I am planning to study abroad for my masters.
Wow, very nice. What do you want to study?
I want to study business analytics or hospitality management.
Very nice. Great fields. I think you could do it for sure. We're going to practice today and let's see how it goes. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am. I am ready.
Great. So, what's your name?
Well, my full name is Ragib Hassin. You can address me by my first name, Ragib.
Great. And can you tell me about yourself? Do you work or do you study?
Uh, Actually, I do both. Recently, I have completed my graduation from National University. After that, I open IT sector and IT program training institute. There, I try to give some advice to my some colleagues and make some little business. So I made a plan for entrepreneurship.
Oh, very nice. And what do you like to do in your free time?
Uh, Whenever I get any time, I try to go outside, doing bicycle or walking around my garden, and I also like to play football with my friends.
Great answer. So let's talk about that answer. So we would say something like, during my free time, I like to ride my bike, and I like to. You said gardening. You like to walk around your garden. So you could say, I really enjoy walking around my garden, and and then you said something about your friends, right?
Yes.
Yes, and I like to hang out with my friends, for example. So, how about the next question? Do you spend time with friends or family?
Actually, I would like to spend time both with both because whenever I get time, I try to enjoy some time with my family and with my friends as usual. As usual. And whenever I get a vacation at this moment, I try to go outside with my friends.
Great. And how often do you use the internet?
Uh, I often try to use internet because in this modern epoch, internet is very useful. So I can do my study as well as for recreation purpose. Always use internet. It's more than 3 to 4 hours I use internet daily.
Great. And what types of food do you enjoy eating?
Uh, Actually, as a Bangali, I always like to prefer traditional food and as well as pizza, burger are most favorite food for me.
Great, great answer. So, just like you said, I enjoy traditional Bengali food. How about you explain, such as biryani, which is a rice dish with meat, maybe, right? So, we
Okay.
should explain what type of traditional foods. But great answer. Describe your hometown you currently live in.
Actually, I live in Dhaka and I born here and grow up there because all of my friends, all of my family members are also settled in this city. So I still live in this city from my childhood.
Nice. And what is your opinion on traditional festivals in your country?
Uh, There are lots of traditional festivals are popular in my country. One of them is Pohela Boishakh. It's called Bangla New Year. On this day, people are doing lots of activities, such as they are doing lots of traditional activities, doing folk music, as well as they are arranging different kind of foods, and also they are go outside to enjoy their beautiful time with their kith and kin.
Great, great. So, you said Ragib, right? Ragib, now we are entering part two of the IELTS exam. In part two, I'm going to give you 1 minute to prepare your answer. So let me know if you have a pen and paper to quickly write your notes, and we will show you the questions so that way you are able to prepare your answer for part two. So I will give you 1 minute to prepare your answer. Go ahead.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. Uh, in my Intel life, I have a lots of memorable event I had done. But today I'm going to talk about one of the most memorable event that I have done in my childhood. That was I visit a fair with my father and all as well as my friends. This was a traditional festival, and I was very uh, into going to visit different kind of fairs. So my father went me there, and I was very excited. Where I find lots of activities over there, lots of games, and traditional food are served over there. People are enjoying a lot on this festival because lots of sellers are selling different kind of clothes, equipments, and as well as different kind of mm, toys for children. I was very excited at this moment because some of my friends also add with me on this fair, and they are also very excited. And because my father already uh, gave them some kind of sweets and toys, so they are very excited. So we are enjoyed this occasion and this fair a lot because it was a memorable day because all of my childhood friends are enjoyed a lot. And apart from this, we still remember that moment because it was a childhood and we had done lots of activities on this fair. And my father and my friends are still remember that day because of its occasions, and its festival was very charming for us. And we had done lots of activities over there. That why I still try to remember this day well. And I would say traditional festival is most popular in my country. So every year, lots of children went this types of fair with their parents and as well as their friends. So they are very exciting to do lots of activities over there, and also enjoy different kind of delicious food and drinks also.
Great, great work, Ragib. So you were about 20 seconds over. My advice is always to keep track of the time, because as we know, we could only speak for a full 2 minutes, and after that, the examiner would say, "Okay, time's up," and that's a little nerve wracking, right? So we always want to remember to keep track of the time. And maybe, I don't know if the examiner takes the pen away from you when you're preparing in the 1 minute, but maybe even write it down on paper, how long you could talk for, right? To look at the a time, so that way you know. And also, what two things I wanted to recommend in part two is, when we are discussing each point, we should try to introduce it so the examiner knows, like, so I remember a time, just like you said, right? It's happened in this year. The event was, right, to which we're kind of trying to introduce it to let the examiner know we're talking about the next point. I was with, right? So the examiner knows we're starting the sentence, and we're going to tell him who I was with. You were with your father, right? And who else tried to mention it? And why do you remember it so well? You mentioned because it was super fun, right? But try to use synonym words that relate to remember. Maybe it was a very memorable event because so and so. Another tip I always give students is, when you are answering the question, is to always respond with 3 sentences for each point. When did it happen? Discuss it in 3 sentences and move on to the next point. That will really help you stay organized in your thoughts and also structure your answer properly. Does that make sense?
Okay, I got this point. Thank
Yes,
you.
but you did great. So let's move on to part three. Part three: how do childhood memories shape a person's personality and behavior?
Okay. In my opinion, I think children's memories shape a person's personality and behavior because from their childhood memory, they got lots of experience from their parents, their teachers, and from their friends as well. Because all of these things are very important for their life, and after learning that types of thing, children try to implement in future. So I think for this reason their personality and behavior will be changing upcoming days.
Great. Great. So their childhood memories mold them into who they are, right? Which is so true. And what are the benefits of children spending time outdoors and engaging in physical activities?
Oh, okay. I reckon that by doing lots of activities such as outdoor games, such as cricket, badminton, and cycling, is very effective for their physical health as well as their mind also. Because by doing these types of games, they not only get encouraged but also they feel better, and it will be very beneficial for them for their upcoming season, and they might be useful for their growth.
Yes, great. Great answer. In your opinion, how has childhood changed in terms of activity in your own life compared to the past?
Uh, in my opinion, children change in terms of activities and responsibility from their past by doing lots of things, such as uh, whatever they learn from their past, they try to implement whenever they youngster, and they always try to compare the things with their past, whatever they get from their teachers or their parents, and they always try to do whatever they get from their neighbors or from their nature. So I think it's depend on their learning methods.
Great, great, great answer. And how can schools, this question, oh, sorry, this one, how can schools encourage creativity and critical thinking in children?
Uh, in my perspective, school encourages creativity and critical thinking in children by doing lots of things, such as our teachers. They are always try to get motivate to their students to do something positive, or they are also try to show some videos and informational activities and positive things that might be useful for their thinking, as well as they always try to give some advice to what will be better for them and what will be not better for them. So by learning these types of things, children can implement in their upcoming future, and I believe that teachers play an important role to give the lesson to their children.
Great, great answer, because I'm just going to ask you about role models now. Do you think it's important for children to have role models?
uh, I think every children have their own perspective, and from their childhood, they might be select whatever they want in future. So it's not necessary, but I think it's important because children might have the proper goal or proper vision what he want to be in future. So they take their preparation from their childhood, and that give them proper guidelines to become a role model. So, but I think it's totally depend on children and their point of view, because both are thinking difference from their point of view.
Yes. Great, great answers, Ragib. You did great. what have you been doing to practicing for the IELTS speaking section? Are you taking any classes, or what have you been doing?
I learned from YouTube and Google also.
Great, great. So are you currently taking any coaching courses or anything, or just YouTube?
Not really. I just learn from YouTube right now, but I'll take some mentor like as you to give me some
Yeah.
guidelines. How do I recover my problem? Because I have a lots of drawbacks. I realized that whenever I speak, because I was very nervous whenever I try to deliver my speech, and that make me more demotivated. So I can't talk
Yes.
whenever I start practicing with
For
someone.
sure. I think you're number one, I wanted to tell you you did great. And number two, I wanted to say, being nervous, feeling scared is normal because we're not confident, right? And that's why I think it's so important that we build our confidence in whatever we're doing to bring down the fear, the nerves, and that's something we can definitely help with. And that's why I hold these IELTS speaking practices, just to give you a chance to really practice and help you. So, what type of videos do you watch on YouTube?
Uh, Actually, I follow IELTS Advanced, Liz IELTS Speaking, and
Yeah.
on in my country on brother they are sharing lots of videos on YouTube. So I try to follow their videos and to practice at my home.
That's great, great. So, do you speak English to anybody?
Yes, I can speak to anybody.
Like, do you practice speaking English? I guess, do you have a friend you practice with,
Yes, yes.
or
I have
ask?
lots of friends where I made a group on Facebook, and we try to practice on Facebook Messenger regularly.
That's good. That's good. Yes. I think that's so important. And also remember to always ask for feedback from your friends. If you're practicing something or you learn a new vocabulary word and you use it, maybe you could ask them, like, hey, did I just use this word in the right context? How do you think I could improve it? Or something like this. So that way we know what we work on and what we don't. But you did a great job. Keep up the great work. Have you downloaded our IELTS study plan?
Yes, I already downloaded because I got mail from you, so I try to follow your lesson.
Great. I'm so glad. And we also have a speaking plan, 10-day speaking plan to learn the different tenses you need to know for IELTS speaking. I highly recommend you download that too, because that will give you a structure, what to study every day, just like this study plan, but this is specifically for speaking. Do you feel that you need improvement on any of the other parts of IELTS, like reading, writing, listening, or just the speaking?
No, I have a lot of confidence on reading, so I try to improving day by day. But it's very critical for me. But I tried my best.
That's amazing. That's amazing. At least trying your best is the most important. And remember to sticking to something, right? Consistency is the only way we will improve in something. If you only do it one day and you leave it for 10 days and say, oh, I'm never going to pass IELTS, forget about it, then that's when you don't see any improvements, and you will just be in the same place, right? Somebody will take over and say, I'm going to pass IELTS, and they will take over your place. But if you tell yourself, I can do it, I'm going to do it every day for 20 minutes, I'm going to practice with my friends in my Facebook group or watch YouTube videos, this will really, really help you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you for your
Thank
advice.
you. No problem. No problem. You did great. Stay confident. I know you could stay confident because you did amazing. There's nothing to worry about.
Okay,
And
thank you for your
I hope to see you here in Canada. um Best of luck, all the best. We are launching our course soon, where we will go into lots of details on the IELTS speaking section. I really hope to see you in that course.
okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Ragib. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Bye now.
Bye.
All right, guys, Ragib did great. I'm so proud of everyone who joined us today on today's live. This live is going to end now. I wish you guys all the best. Please join us on our upcoming lives that we will be doing. Like you heard me say, we are launching our course very, very soon. I've been working behind the scenes. I don't want to give you too much information. I'm actually super excited for this course, guys, because I've been teaching the same course in person to my students here in Canada who are preparing for the IELTS exam. But it's official. My course is going to be launched online. So stay tuned. I'm here to help you all, and you guys all did great. I hope to see you soon, guys. Have a wonderful day.